What's up, guys? It's Ray, and welcome to our world. Um, yeah, I just wanted to get on here and just spill a little bit of my mind in a way, kinda. I've been thinking a lot, and I just feel as if maybe you guys can maybe see as to where I'm coming from. It's currently what 5:40, almost 6. I just got off work, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to say, stop being a bitch. Literally, stop being a bitch. I work at this job and I don't even like this job. I literally had like 3 days ago. I had like a thought where I was like, this ain't for me. And then some lady told me, she's like, if you could wake up tomorrow and live your life, how would you live it? So it's kind of like, why don't you just start living your life as if you want, how you want to live it now in the present. But people are like, oh, I have bills I need to pay, I have money that I need to make, when it's just like, money is just energy. Like, if you live with an abundance mindset, all will come. It just takes a second for things to materialize, you know? And I'm living proof of that. I never would have ever guessed that I would be able to motor swap a car, you know? Long story short, I ended up motor swapping it without any mechanical guidance, in a sense. Like, it was kind of self-taught. I had a couple friends help me here and there, but for the majority of the part, it was all me. And that kind of put things into my perspective, because I had told everybody since that day, I was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And 2 years later, I ended up doing it. I ended up getting that car back on the road, and I ended up driving it. And unluckily, I mean, I don't know, I guess you could say luckily, but at the end of the day, I got in an accident, which was not my fault. And yeah, now I have this little Honda. It's pretty cool. But so I just really been thinking lately. It's kind of like, why don't you go live the life you want to live, man? Like, what is holding you back? Because I know this job ain't for me. Like, literally, I'm supposed to be there 8 hours a day, and I complete all my daily tasks, all the tasks I need to do within 6-7 hours. Sometimes even 5, if I really put my mind to it. And it kind of is, I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I doing here, man? Like, I am, like, in a sense, you are like selling your soul for some money, when it's just like, I don't want to wait 2 weeks to get paid. I don't want to wait a week to get paid. I'd rather get paid every day. And I am getting paid every day with knowledge and wisdom. But at the end of the day, I need to eat. We all need to eat. And it just kind of puts me in like a tight spot, I guess, mentally. Because if I walk with faith and allow God to do his doing within my life, I know he's going to bless me. But it's more so taking that first step and being like, I'm ready for whatever's coming. And I really am. I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna quit this job. And this is literally like the best job I've ever had. Highest paying. I have like free reign of everything, basically. I work overnight, so it's kind of like I do whatever I want, and I literally do. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be there. Even though I'm doing whatever I want, I'm really not. I have to clock in at 12 a.m. And I have to work, and it's just like, I don't ever want to punch a clock in my life ever again. I don't like working for somebody. I don't like taking orders. I don't like working the machines. I don't like working that list. So it kind of is just like, the fuck are you doing? Like, my shit is together, but I feel as if it's not at the same time. Like, I feel so much, like, compared to who I was, 2 weeks ago, compared to how I was a year ago, 2 years ago, that man is dead. I believe in killing your old version of you in order for you to become the new, better version of you. So I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? And especially with like the way times are right now, especially like the economy and shit, like everything's so expensive. It's like, what do I do? I just wanna live my life, literally. I wanna go about my day, go on my hikes, take my walks, read my Bible, do what I need to do, hit the gym on whatever time I need to, and never punch a clock ever in my life. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. So as I sit here, just giving you a piece of my mind, I know you guys feel the same way. Why don't you live the life you want to live, man? Like, what's holding you back? And in reality, I can say to myself, I'm ahead on a lot of my finances and so on and so forth. I've been putting my pieces together, but it's just like I feel as if I'm missing that big piece. And I have God in my life, and I know He's taking care of me. I felt as if it weren't for God and the universe allowing me to really see the truths within people, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Because I don't have friends. Sure, we can be acquaintances and all, but, like a true friend, I don't have many of those. I don't really have much. I just lost my last friend a couple weeks ago. They turned out to be a weirdo, turned out to be a fake. So it's kind of like all I really got is me and God. And I live with my mom, and then she's like, "Are you stupid? Like, what's wrong with you? You need to do X, Y, and Z, and it's just kind of puts me in a difficult spot because she's from a different time, a different era. She doesn't understand how technology nowadays is. I can really do anything I really want, and I believe that is the case. But yeah, anyways, it's Ray. Welcome to our world. You're part of our family, so you know how it goes. Just kind of wanted to leave you this piece of message, and go get what you want, because I know I'm going to. So peace.